His son Cayden was shot and killed in the family's home by someone who he says pretended to be his son's friend.
Shout out to the Cows gang. You already know who it is, Mr. Palmer, AKA Boss Daddy. And we got to talk about this unfortunate situation right here. Man, I want y'all to take a look right over here at this 15-year-old young brother who was gunned down, 15 years old, gunned down in his own home by his so-called friends. Two motherfuckers. You wanna know why he was killed, y'all? Over a pair of motherfucking jeans. What? You can't make it up. Pastor David Manning, please speak your piece.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You are crazy.
This situation happened March, I believe, 25th or the 24th. It just happened. And his name was Caydens Father. He was shot and killed in Raleigh, North Carolina over a pair of jeans. It seems like that they was two guys or one of them was trying to buy the jeans. He didn't have the money that he wanted. And, Cayden like, you ain't got the money, you ain't getting the jeans. And he killed him over it.
Shit.
The father wasn't there. And this the sad part. And we're gonna talk about this later. The father told him, don't have the motherfucker around. No company. Shouldn't nobody be over there. Don't they ain't about. And unfortunately, his son didn't listen. And here we are today. Now, the incident occurred before noon on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? And these two motherfuckers got caught. They juveniles also. And the jeans I never even heard of them. It's called Ksubi jeans, K-S-U-B-I. And when I looked at the jeans, I looked it up. And when I looked at the price, you got some pants on here for $280. These some expensive pants. They got different styles, skinny jeans, different colors, and they look nice. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not paying no $200, $150 for some jeans for my son or myself. The most I ever paid for Levi's like $60 or $70. I ain't going. But for you motherfuckers to kill your so-called friend over some $200 jeans, I don't give a the jeans $1,000. You killed somebody over $280 worth of jeans, threw your life away. You can't make this shit up.
Bruh.
This is why I tell y'all that, yeah, white supremacy do exist. But in order to stop white supremacy, you gotta stop and fix home first in the community against the ones that are the right hand of white supremacy. These low-life ass.
You're goddamn right.
That kill you because you got something going on. Kill you because you got a career or a job and you living okay. Kill you because they too lazy to do what they gotta do to go out and get it. They rather kill you for it.
Truth is what it is.
You won't go out the neighborhood and kill white man, they'll kill you because your life ain't. They need them jeans or them Jordans or them starter caps and all that bull. I want y'all to check out the news clip and hear the father speak about this unfortunate situation.
He was shot over a pair of jeans. That's how a Raleigh father says he lost his 15-year-old son. Police say the shooting happened on Friday morning on Springshire Court. You might remember we were covering it as breaking news through the day on Friday. This is right off Sunnybrook Road. A young suspect is now in custody. And Dewan Hogard is joining us live now. Dewan, you spoke to the victim's father earlier today, who shared much more about his son's final moments and this devastating loss of his.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. CJ Alston, that's Cayden's dad. I had a chance to speak with him inside the family's living room earlier today for several minutes, and he tells me the boy who police say shot his own son, he was told the night before, couldn't even be allowed over at the house.
I seen him on the ring camera at like 11:36. By 11:51, the police was here.
CJ Alston is still in a state of disbelief tonight, days after his son Cayden was shot and killed in the family's home by someone who he says pretended to be his son's friend.
The boy who shot Cayden has known him for a few years. I want to say at least like 5-6 years, probably longer.
According to Alston, it all allegedly started after two boys came over to the house for a pair of jeans that Cayden was selling. But he says the boys did not want to pay for the clothing, so instead, Alston says one of the boys shot his son.
So you telling me you piece of shit didn't want to pay for the jeans. You thought that Cayden's supposed to give you the jeans because you wanted it. Why didn't you just go to your parents or your mama or your daddy, your grandma and ask, can I get $280? Because you know they ain't gonna give it to your motherfucking ass. But you decided you'd rather risk your life and your livelihood also somebody else's jeans. Somebody else's jeans. Boy, you know what? Now, this father will be wrong if he go out there and air out your family house. Now, wouldn't he? See, or be on some street and say, we finna tear this motherfucker up. I'm just saying. See, Caydens gang, understand that these 15, these 16s, they know what the they doing. And I'm tired of people trying to make excuses to justify this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, they need to get the same treatment that Cayden got. Over a pair of jeans that's not even your jeans. Jeans. And these supposed to be friends. Been knowing it for 2 years. And this, I want you to understand, Caydens gang, jealousy. These comedians will hang around you till they see fit to try to sabotage and destroy you. They hang around you to watch you fail, watch you fall, put you in the same hole as they in because they don't want to get out. So they be crazy.
When he got shot, he told him, like, you shot me.
He says the inside of the house was covered in his son's blood as he tried to call 911.
Cayden was in here running around, like trying to clean up his own blood from the bathroom, the closet door, the kitchen. It's just like, it was blood drops everywhere. He even had a roll of tissue that it's got his like handprint, his bloody handprint in it.
Alston visibly grieving the loss of his only son as he shared these pictures with me of the two of them from over the years.
I'm just still in disbelief. I'm upset, I'm angry. I just hate it. Cayden was my only kid.
And Raleigh police, as reported, have since made an arrest on juvenile petitions. Because of that juvenile's age, his identity will not be released. CJ also tells me the boy who police say did it actually knew his son for several years. He also knew of CJ very well, and he's still very surprised that any of this would have happened there at the home. We're live in Raleigh. Dwan Hogard, WTF.
Now, they won't announce the kid's name because he's underage. That means most likely he's gonna get juvenile time. He won't be tried as an adult. Now, in North Carolina, they passed a law where they can try you as an adult. And I did a story on the one that was crying to my mommy because they gave him no bond for murder. He was 16. It's 16, 17. I don't think it's 15. And that's very unfortunate. Maybe they need to lower the age to 15 because I don't think they can be charged as an adult if they're under 16. And that's up. When your father tell you, leave these alone, mean you no good. They telling you this because they already see the future. They see the light. My father did the same thing. I didn't understand it at first, but I saw later. It is what it is. These motherfuckers mean you no good. Your father is trying to tell you because he knows he's been in the trench. He's been there, done that. He's seen the world. When they tell you something, it ain't about hating, ain't about jealousy. It's not about letting you live your life. It's about protecting you so you can have a life. You need to follow your parents, your father. And now this father has no son. That was his only child. Now let's go over to CJ Alston fathers. Let's go on this Facebook page. This is something I want y'all to see. Now, let's take a look at the father's Facebook page. CJ Reincarnated, that's CJ Alston. And I want y'all to look at a post that he posted. He says, I'm forever hurt. I'll never understand this, but I'm gonna paint the city about mine. And when you scroll up, you see him posting videos with his son, of his son, pictures, news scene about his son being shot and killed. And what he said also was, I'm gonna go to hell and jail about this shit. I don't give no watch this boomerang. So, and I definitely understand. Now, I want to show y'all a couple of things. He also posted this. It's a picture of him and his son. March 21st, he said, "My twin, my heart, my boy, my son, my everything. I'm so sorry, son, but I promise, Cayden, I'm gonna get back, even if I get life, trust me." So I want y'all to understand, basically what he's saying is, it ain't over. Pop, go to Weasel. Can I get that?
Pop, go to Weasel.
Pictures with his son. But let me show y'all something. I want to scroll up, and I want y'all to see what he posts. And like I say, a lot of pictures with him and his son. And you could tell this father is hurt. But I want you to look at what he posted March 23rd. He said, "Young Dolph said it best. The same that break your neck, that you break your neck for, be the same cross you out and wet you up. Wicked. My son hung with these boys on a daily, really trusted in them, and they slimed him out for nothing." So I'm assuming with this right here, these two motherfuckers are the ones who was at that house, and one of them pulled the trigger over a pair of jeans. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Fake ass jealousy. They will hang around you for a opportunity to you over. And I want you to understand that snakes are surrounded by you. Fake friends will pretend. And this father vows. Do y'all think he wrong? Do you think this is the way he should be? Do you think he has that right? What do you think, Cows Gang? Now, before I get out of here, I want you to check out this GoFundMe that he had for his son. He also did a GoFundMe. He did a GoFundMe. It looks like they doing it for his homegoing. And so far, they raised over $12,000. They're asking for $15,000, and they close to that mark. And if anybody want to help donate, definitely do so. And it's from Courtney Austin. I believe that's CJ, Mr. Austin. This is definitely an unfortunate situation. I can't imagine losing my son, and not only imagine losing my son, but losing him over a pair of jeans that I paid for, that he bought on his own. And you two mother killed him over something that was his.
You big dummy.
But Cows Gang, what do you think about this unfortunate situation? How would you feel as a parent? You had to bury your son or your daughter because of something that he or she had of theirs, fake friends and like that. What are your thoughts about that? But as I always say, you already know what I want to know. When it comes to 15-year-old Cayden Austin, I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer? I want to say rest in peace to the Austin family, prayers to the father, and also you two niggas.